Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Let's Talk Tennis podcast, the best podcast in my mind. Today, as you see, I'm not in my room. A lot of you might be wondering where I am. Do not worry. I am back at the Henry Burnick Entrepreneurship Center at Georgian College. I'm wearing merch again. Today, we are joined, he's not here yet. This is a pre-recording, but we are joined by the one, the only Jonny Country. A lot of you may be wondering, who is Jonny Country? Well, in this podcast, you'll learn who he is. You'll learn why he started making country music. You'll even learn why his top song, Man Made This Town, took off. As long as that, you also learn a couple different things about him. You'll learn a couple different things. Even our annual question, what is his favorite chicken tender? So, if you guys are interested, can you do me a little favor? I know I'm here by myself. Look, I even got a TV with my logo on it. How cool is that? I am upping production quality. I need to turn this down. Does this sound better? Does this sound better? This might sound better. I'm sorry for absolutely blowing out your eardrums. But if you guys are new, do me a favor. Do me a solid. Please, please, please hit that follow or subscribe button on whatever you are watching on or listening on. If you are on Spotify, hit the follow. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe. That's actually my main channel. You get all of my content, most of my content on there, so why not do it? Amazon Music, follow. As well as, even if you are on the one, the only iHeartRadio. Yes, we are on a iHeartRadio now. Follow. What do you got to lose? It's free. It is free. Do you guys know that? It's free. So why not? What are you losing? Thank you guys so much for watching. And now I guess we can go on to the episode with Jonny Country. Welcome back to from the intro. My name is Tandy. I am here with the one, the only Jonny Country. Thank you, my man. Thank you for being here. Feel free to introduce yourself to everyone.
Yes, I'm Jonny Country from Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. You guys can subscribe to my channel with 12.7 thousand subscribers. My music video, Man Made This Town, just hit 9,000 views just last week. 193 likes.
Wow, that's insane.
And over about 40 comments on the video.
Insane.
One of my idols that sent me a video message when my album first came out, my buddy from the Roadhammers country band, Jason McCoy, and he congratulated me on my album.
That's pretty cool.
And all my success, and he told me to keep singing and just do what I love doing, and that was awesome to get that from him.
That's the way to do it. I guess we can go right into the questions. Man Made This Town, your hit single, Spotify, YouTube,
Amazon Music,
Apple Music, all of the platforms.
Yeah.
When you first came up with the song, did you ever think it would be as big as it is, or did you think it would kind of just be floating there?
I knew after I posted it, I knew it was gonna grow and get thousands of views.
Right.
I was really excited about it. A lot of people said I did really well with the music video. They liked when we put the videos of the construction workers, so it looks like they're building my town.
Right.
And then right at the end of the video, it said Jonny Country was born and raised in Barrie, Ontario, because I grew up here most of my life.
Right.
Everybody on our street and my mom's, everyone knows me on that street.
Right.
And it's been pretty insane. And the karaoke bar that I go to, if anyone wants to come out to it, it's called the Sharon House on Hearst Drive in Barrie. The address is 201 Hearst Drive, Barrie. If anyone wants to come out there and watch me sing my Man Made This Town song, that'd be great. See all you out there.
Yeah, so
it's a great little country bar, and everyone in there knows me, so it's huge.
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty. My parents went there last week. I don't think you were there, but
no.
Going from Man Made This Town, you started making country music around, when? Remember when?
When I first went to the karaoke bar, I was 10.
10.
And now I'm 23.
So what got you 13 years ago into making country music?
My dad got me watching the CMT Country Music Awards on TV.
Right.
And then we started going out to all the music stores and buying every copy of Tim McGraw's album, or Jason Aldean or George Strait, Lady Antebellum, and those albums are great. And then my music manager, she started coming over to my house, working on the album with me. And then we said, we want to shoot a music video for you. and she hired these film crew guys. They were amazing, thanks to them. And we went to this little barn on a dirt road.
Right.
Shot in the video there. We had like a little pony horse in the video with us. Then I'm like sitting on like a tractor. Yeah, and the music was great. Everyone loved the little video clips of like shooting downtown Barrie, like on by the concert stage there. There was like, we showed the Dollarama store. We showed like the whole plaza down there, and showed the stage off. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I watched it. I was watching it. I'm like, this is really cool how you got all these clips and how even the background in the barn and the field looked amazing. The film crew did amazing. If you want to shout them out, I don't remember who made. Do you remember who made it? The film crew.
No, I don't.
If not, that's okay. Shout out to them, whoever made Man This Town.
Shout out to help me shoot the video. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
You guys put on a really great music video. I guess you're very active on social media about your favorite country singer, and I need to know, or we need to hear live on the Let's Talk Tennies podcast. Who's your favorite country singer?
My favorite country artist I've always looked up to as a kid. I love this guy a lot. Tim McGraw. He is the greatest guy I've ever met. So back a few Decembers back, I saw him for the first time live in Las Vegas when I was 16 years old. And this woman comes up to our seats, and I get confused. I'm like, who are you again? She goes, well, I'm Tim McGraw's mother. I'm Betty McGraw. And she has a surprise for me. So she gives me my family 4 front row seat tickets.
Really?
And she walks me down to the front row, down to the floor. The band comes on stage. They see me. They start throwing guitar picks at me to let me keep. And then they started following me on my social media. And then Tim McGraw came on stage and saw me there, standing there in the front row. And he comes over and shouts out my name, and my mom had no idea that was going to happen.
That's really cool.
She was surprised about that, and then he came over and shouted out my name, and then wished me a happy 16th birthday.
That's really cool.
Shook my hand at my room here at the residence at the college here. I have his replica cowboy hat in my room right now.
Wow. That's really cool.
That he actually sent me as a birthday present.
And
now that I'm on like all the Tim McGraw fan clubs all over Facebook, every fan has sent me like Christmas postcards and just from every state, and they have just been so amazing to me. And I have a record CD that Tim McGraw actually gave me.
Really?
And it's in the package. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
And I have it, and that's pretty awesome. And thanks, Tim, for getting to know me, man. I remember when you were singing, you were coming to walk off the stage, and you saw me stand there in the front, and you came down and you walked around the corner to where we were standing, and you gave me a fist bump, and you said to me, so I hear that you met my awesome mother right here. I said, yeah, I did. And that was such a great night. Thanks to the band. I hope I get to see you guys again soon. I actually did see you guys this summer at Boots and Hearts.
Yeah.
And the cool part was that Tim McGraw actually ended up seeing me again because there was a couple that were going in by the corner to the front, by the close up to the stage. And the security guard said I didn't have a pass to get in.
Right.
So the security guard goes up to this couple and says, hey, can this young man, Johnny Country, join you guys? So the girlfriend's like, well, sure, he can join. And then they took me in, and I stood there with them. We had a good time. Tim McGraw actually saw me stand there again. He actually recognized my face, and he actually ends up pointing over to me again. So that was pretty sick.
That's pretty
keeps
cool.
Knowing me.
No, Tim McGraw always definitely in the top 10, maybe 5 top country artists of all time for me.
And after the Las Vegas concert, I gave his mother my cell phone number, and I said, when we get back to the hotel, tell Tim McGraw to give me a call once he's on the private jet. So my phone starts ringing, and I answer it, and then I hear like, hey brother, it's Tim McGraw, man, how you doing? I was like, are you serious? And he goes, you had no idea I was going to call you, did you? And I said, nope.
No, that's
so I know
cool.
how you're a busy guy, so
that's cool. Do you know roughly how many times you've seen Tim McGraw live at least?
Those are the only 2 times I saw him in Las Vegas, Boots and Hearts.
How was Boots and Hearts? I've never gone.
Oh, it was great. I sold over probably 100 CDs while I was there of my albums. I sold a bunch of them there.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And this guy came up to me one day and he said, so I hear that this is your album, and I said, yeah, it is. And he goes, well, I help run country bands down in Toronto.
Oh.
And he says, if you're interested, we would love to have you come down here and open up for some of your favorite bands that play down here. So he'll get in touch with me soon. He'll let me know where that's going to be at.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I've heard it's a little crazy.
Yep.
Maybe a little crazy for me. People have gone and they've said it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Going back to social media.
Yeah.
You're on as many platforms as I can name.
Yeah,
really
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter.
TikTok's the one where I see you
the
most on.
TikTok. Yeah, this guy here follows me on TikTok.
I think I follow you on almost all.
He sees me.
All of them I have.
He sees me upload like every video you can think of on TikTok.
Right.
And this guy here has just been awesome to me lately, and he's a great buddy of mine.
Thanks, boss. You've been amazing. Again, I appreciate you coming to do this. I need to social media. I'm in advertising.
Yeah.
So we talk a lot about social media and a lot of our favorite social media. So I need to know what do you think your favorite social media, and if you're not sure, your most used social media?
I think my favorite social media would be YouTube with my 12.7 thousand subscribers.
Right.
Because a lot of people see me on there, and I come here, and they're like, "Oh, it's Jonny Country." Everyone recognizes me here, which is sick.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's exciting that everyone knows me in here.
So YouTube, you go out, you make Man Made This Town. You have your other songs, Let's Vibe, Hell Yeah. There's one more.
No Days Wasted.
No Days Wasted, yes.
Yeah, they're all on Spotify. You can you can download my songs and set them onto your playlist and have them ready to play.
With those songs coming out, do you think you're gonna make? They seem to be one song albums. Do you think you're gonna make a complete 10, 13 song album in the future?
Maybe this year my mom's gonna help me go online and help me look for a band for me to play with. So I hope to start getting gigs around Barrie.
Right.
So I'll let everyone know if I'm getting a band or not. My mom will keep me updated and posted on that.
That's pretty cool. Where do you think your top spot, if you had to choose anywhere in the world to perform, where do you think it would be?
Definitely Boots and Arts, because I've always dreamed about being up on that stage. But I am this October, so all my fans know this. I think they've heard me announce this on my YouTube last night. I will be taking a trip down to Nashville this coming October. Let you guys know what date I'm coming, which day. And I was in contact on Facebook with, this is amazing, Tim McGraw's drummer, his old drummer from the Dancehall Doctors, his old band.
Right.
Billy Thunder Mason. And cool. Billy Mason video chatted me this past month, and he said, sing me a Tim McGraw song that I did drums on for Tim McGraw. So I'm like, okay. And the song was called That's Why God Made Mexico, and he said I did really well with that song.
Right.
He says I wear the same hat, I dress fancy like him, I look like him. And he called me and said, I saw your YouTube videos of you singing Tim McGraw, and we would love it if you could be a part of my new tribute band now called the Ultimate McGraw Tribute.
Right.
And so when he heard I was coming to Nashville, he said, when you come, we'll meet up at the airport, and then we'll take you in the tour bus, and we'll hit an event in Nashville, finish that show. And he said he let me do my walk off the stage thing and say, we'll see you down the road.
That's pretty cool.
And do my walk off, and then get back on the bus, and then drive down to Las Vegas and hit a second show night down there.
That's pretty cool.
So thanks, Billy, for having me a part of your new Ultimate McGraw tribute, man. You've been the greatest to me, and I'm excited about being your fan club president for your social media sites. And thanks for the drum plaque that you sent me. It's up on my wall at my mom's house in my room right now. So I just love being a part of your life, man. Thank you so much. I love you, buddy.
And I mean, Billy, if you want to reach out, get on the Let's Talk Teddy's podcast.
Yeah, because Billy is a great guy down in Nashville and Las Vegas. He has been great. And I also have another Tim McGraw tribute brother I want to give a shout out to, Peter Phillips, because actually my mom drove me up to Ottawa, Ontario just this past summer.
Right. And
Peter said, my tribute band is going to play your original songs off your album.
Right.
And he said, get your mom to drive you down to Ottawa. So my mom drove me down there. We stayed overnight in a hotel. Went to the event that night and had a huge crowd, and that outdoor event was pretty great.
Yeah, I saw that one.
A lot of people were coming up to me wanting pictures and videos of me, so it was a great night.
I saw that one on TikTok you posted.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Like you had the whole setup. You had the in-ears. You had
the in-ears, monitors, things, and the band was playing behind me, and it was pretty great that night.
As a lot of you now watching know, we go to the same school. We go to the same school.
We go to the same college.
What's school like for you? What is
school with me here is great. I love living at the residence on my own. Getting to do karaoke in the last class at the restaurant here has been great.
Shut up.
And thanks to the guy Mark down there.
Right.
He said if I have still an extra picture of me from my album, he wants me to bring it in.
Right.
And he's gonna find a place on the wall in the restaurant and put that up in there for me so I can get recognized every day in there.
That'd be pretty cool.
So I gotta find one and bring it in.
That's pretty cool.
So thanks to Mark for letting me do that.
Your classes. What program are you in again?
The CIC program.
So what's your class load like? Are you always busy? Are you too much for time?
Yeah, today was my field placement online call with Megan Jordan. She's been great with me this past year. Thanks for being an awesome teacher. You're the best. And then Tuesdays is my my actual field placement class with my buddy Mr. Harvey.
Right.
Harvey is a jokester. He makes me laugh a lot. We're doing the class called Growing Connections. We're growing tomatoes, carrots, spinach.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And we have a growing tent in our room down in the CIC office, and we're just learning about like seeds and potting and growing it. And it's awesome. I love that class now. And Wednesdays, taking a music class called Music in Our Lives.
Right. With
my awesome guy music teacher, Vince McCrone. And Vince he has been great. He says he has one of the greatest guitar players in the class. So he asked me one day if I wanted to bring my acoustic guitar from my mom's and bring it in and play with them. That'd be great.
That'd be pretty fun. Yeah. That sounds pretty fun. I'd love.
Yeah. Thanks to Vince for that.
Love my acoustic. I had another guy on the podcast. Shout out to Jonah. And we were talking guitars for a good maybe 15 minutes. Is there a certain guitar that you play, or is it like acoustic,
yeah, I just
electric?
play an acoustic.
An acoustic? Are you looking to transition into electric, or are you just sticking with acoustic?
Yeah, I want another electric. I think those are sick when you plug into the speaker and it just sounds so good in the speaker.
Yeah, they're amazing. Are you big into guitars, or are you kind of just like?
Yeah, I'm into guitars. I took a music club this past year. Shout out to my awesome music teacher guy Cody.
Shout out.
Who's been teaching me for years.
Right.
The place is called Music Lessons Barrie. And Cody and us, we played a church downtown Barrie, Ontario here, called the Collier United Church.
Right.
Really close to City Hall. We did a Christmas gig this past year. One of our female music teachers, she got up there, and I went up there with her, and we both sang a Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton duet song.
Ooh, that's
called "I'll Be Home with Bells On." Their amazing Christmas song.
Great song.
And the whole crowd was there. Everyone loved it. Half my family was there to watch me, so that was great. We loved performing there. And then last year we did a spring gig there at the same place, and I sang Tim McGraw, "Real Good Man."
That's a great song.
I had my guitar lesson band playing behind me. I didn't need the ear-in monitors there because we had the crowd there. But yeah, I had the band playing, and I sang that "Real Good Man" song. So that was my favorite day to be there and do that.
So you sing a lot of songs, a lot of Tim McGraw songs.
A lot of Tim McGraw, George Strait.
Great.
George Strait is the king of country music. He is the best.
I would argue Garth Brooks is a close second.
Oh yeah, Garth Brooks. Yeah, Friends
Real
in Low
close second.
Places, Call 'em Baton Rouge. Those are my two favorites.
When you go down to Nashville, if you go
Yeah.
to the Friends Little Places bar, let me know how it is. I really want to go.
Yeah, and also just to let you all know, down in Nashville, Jason Aldean has his own official bar.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he comes to play at it every
That's
year.
pretty cool.
And again to Billy Mason, the Tim McGraw's drummer, because he said he debuted with Tim McGraw first at the Grand Ole Opry years ago when he was a young guy. Billy said, I know everybody at the Grand Ole Opry. And he says, when you come, I'm also going to take you for a backstage tour of the Grand Ole Opry.
That's cool.
And before the show starts, you get to meet your idol, Charles Eston, from your favorite show, Nashville on TV, who plays the father, Deacon Claiborne.
Isn't that... He also he's also in Outer Banks, right?
Yeah, and
Wow.
I also get to meet my other favorite, Forever and Ever, Amen, Randy Travis.
That would be awesome. I would love to meet
And
Randy
I
Travis.
get to take a picture of myself standing in the middle of the Grand Ole Opry stage around the circle.
That's really cool.
So I get to take a picture of myself up on the stage. So I'm very excited about going to do that.
I'm excited to see that on
And I
TikTok.
can't wait to meet Brad Paisley, Darius Rucker, Lady Antebellum, Reba McEntire. Just literally everyone there. And I'm looking forward to meeting all my favorite celebrity singers. So it's going to be exciting.
So out of all the country songs,
Yeah.
out of all the Tim McGraw songs, out of any song, what do you think your like top song that isn't your own? What do you think your top song would be?
My favorite top Tim McGraw song was Live Like You Were Dying.
Yeah, great song.
Because it was my grandma's favorite before she passed away. She died last year, age 78. She had congestion heart failure, and she said I was her favorite grandson that she's ever had. And she was always the best, and she loved me very much. And the days that she wasn't, when she got sick, I would sing her that song, and she had tears running down her face, and I started crying, and that was her favorite song. But every time I go to the Sharon House for karaoke every Friday night, I dedicate that song to her in her memory.
That's a great song, especially for such the context. Amazing song.
And one more shout out to Tim McGraw again, because after the Las Vegas concert, I went on TikTok and I found him on there, and I duetted one of his videos on TikTok. And he actually, everyone, you're going to love hearing this. He went on to my TikTok account, saw my video of me duetting his video, and he wrote to me in the comments saying, "Hey brother, I remember you."
That's pretty cool. I gotta go back and find that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that video was it was pretty sick that he remembered me.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Growing up, you were doing country, you're doing this, doing that.
Yeah.
Along with that, a lot of people I don't think understand you were also a wrestling fan.
Yes, WWE.
Yeah.
Was my favorite.
Growing up I was a huge wrestling fan. Huge. I think I kind of grew into it, but I was a wrestling fan too. Is there a certain match, a certain moment that you could put as your number one? Out of I know it's a very hard choice.
Like a song?
Song, moment in like WWE history.
Oh, WWE history. I think it was John Cena versus The Rock Dwayne Johnson.
That's a
that
good
was
one.
my favorite wrestling match. And The Undertaker was my second favorite, but I was very shocked that he retired, so it sucks.
Yeah.
I wish he'd come back, but he's retired now.
Undertaker, again, I think he's one of the most
Greatest guys
underrated.
ever. Yeah.
He's arguably the greatest, but he's also one of the most underrated. I have a wrestling podcast with my friend, and we did a top 5, like Mount Rushmore,
Top
so top
five.
4, top
Yeah.
5. And I think I've said in that where he didn't put the Undertaker.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's like, oh, I totally forgot because of how underrated you think big wrestlers, you think Stone Cold, Hulk Hogan, The Rock, John Cena. Undertaker's not usually there, but it's definitely an underrated moment.
Yeah.
Other than the Undertaker, do you know any who else is your favorite?
Edge from WWE, but he's retired now.
He's retired. He's also
But
Canadian.
he actually made a surprise comeback, and he actually did another match.
He's in AEW right now.
I was pretty pumped that he came back and did another match.
He's
Triple H is still fighting,
I think he retired.
He
retired.
he retired. I think, and I think I'm not sure if any of you guys know this. Apparently now The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, is now the official president of WWE of the board.
Yeah, he's on the TKO board of members.
Yeah, TKO board of members. Yeah,
he's also back.
He's back.
A lot of people are very.
Everybody was surprised that The Rock came back.
Very controversial based on the context of what happened.
Yeah.
Again, check that out.
And my favorite show on Netflix I'm watching right now, it's a cop show called SWAT.
SWAT's a great show.
SWAT is the most awesome show I've ever watched. I'm addicted to watching it now. And I'm actually texting on Instagram with one of my favorite actors from SWAT.
Right.
The guy Mumford, who plays Peter Onorati.
Okay.
The guy that retired from one of the episodes on SWAT.
Right.
And he actually ended up sending me a video message thanking me for being a huge fan of SWAT. And he also said how awesome that I am.
I think I might have seen that one on TikTok.
Yeah, on TikTok. Yeah. So yeah, guys, Peter Onorati has been my buddy for a few days now.
That's pretty cool.
And it's pretty awesome that I get to actually chat with him. And my mom was actually surprised when I show her. She's like, "Oh my God, like, honey, I cannot believe that he sent you that." And then she said, "Yeah, that was so nice of him to do that." And I said, "Yeah, I've never had a video message from my favorite buddies like that. Like, man, like that was awesome."
That's really cool. Going with back to your mom, you mentioned her a lot. Is she? Would you say she's the biggest influence in your life?
My mom's one of the biggest influences in my life. Ever since I became an artist, she's always been there for me, always looked up to me. She loves me very much. Every gig that I want to go do, she drives me to all the gigs.
That's really
I get booked. She takes me to every one of them. I'm also famous at the restaurant Wild Wing in Barrie here.
Right.
My picture of me is actually up on the Wall Hall of Fame there.
Oh, I gotta go find. Where's that one? Which?
On Mapleview Street in Barrie.
Mapleview, is that by the golf course?
By the Sear Links golf course.
Yeah. Okay.
Right across the street from there. Yeah.
Okay.
And shout out to my favorite ladies at my dentist there, White Sear Dental. They actually have my album there.
That's pretty cool.
And they've had it there for a few months now, and they still know me in there. So thank you guys for always taking care of me there. Thank you guys.
So going back to your mom, I've told you this story. I don't think I've actually told people watching this story. Your mom and me have the same.
Been the greatest mom ever.
Yeah. Had the same hairdresser. Kim.
Yes, my mom's girlfriend, Kim McQueen. My mom gets her hair done at her house all the time. And my mom ran into him there.
Yep.
And she actually saw him there, and that was pretty cool. She called me the next night and said, "Hey, I ran into your buddy Jacob there." I thought, "Oh, wow, how cool." And I just found out that next term here at the college, Kim will actually start working here.
Yeah.
At the hairdressing class downstairs.
Yeah.
At the CIC office. So I'm looking forward to going in, like surprising her. She has no idea that I'm going to surprise her, so I can't wait.
She was there last semester, I think.
Yeah,
I saw her last semester.
She was there last semester, and she's going to be there again this year.
So I think it was actually after a day or two after I think I first met you.
Yeah.
I went to go get my haircut. So Kim and my mom go way back. They're elementary school friends.
Yeah.
And I go in, and I didn't know it was your mom, but there's a lady sitting in the chairs. Me and my brother, we're kind of just sitting there waiting.
Yeah.
And then you call her about karaoke at Montana's.
Yeah.
And the only reason I remember who Jonny was, because he came up to us. It was me and Liam in the bar at Georgian. And he's like, "Hey, guys, I'm going to be at Montana's tonight." I'm like, "Oh, man, I wasn't able to make it, sadly."
Yeah. But hopefully apparently they're not doing karaoke there no more because they weren't getting a whole lot of people there. So they said they shut it down last time I contacted them. I said, "Are you guys still doing it?" And they said, "No, we're done for right now until we get more people." It
is a hard thing to get people to
so
up
they're
for
hoping
karaoke.
They're hoping to bring it back, and I'm hoping to go back hopefully soon if they have it up and running again.
Hopefully. But yeah, so you call your mom about the karaoke, and I go, then her and Kim are talking. I go, "I'm so sorry to interrupt, but is your son Johnny Country?" And she goes, you met him at school, didn't you? I'm like, yeah, I met him. Weirdly, I met him today.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, he goes around, he makes country music. And I'm like, yeah, he came up to me and my friend in the bar, and he scared my friend in the bar. He came up and scared him.
That was funny.
But I'm like, yeah, I met him. He's a really sick dude. He goes, yeah. He keeps selling all the albums. I'm starting to run out. I need to get him some more.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of just a cool little, I know this person based off of this person.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great that my mom knew you.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And then I told you or asked you about doing this, and I'm like, hey, I'm talking about I'm gonna say hi. Moving on, the world of going back, I guess, to the world of music.
Yeah.
If you weren't a country singer, what music do you think you would go for?
Just all the country music I can think of.
As much country music as good? Okay.
Yeah.
And
I'm also dreaming, I hope that I get to sing on the Grand Ole Opry stage one day.
So you said your top is Grand Ole Opry?
Yep, Grand Ole Opry.
And Boots and Hearts?
Boots and Hearts, yeah.
Those are two great spots to sing.
You know, last year, my first year when I went to Boots and Hearts, I met female artist Mackenzie Porter.
Right.
And I actually surprised her and gave her a copy of my album.
Right.
And she said, I'm going to take it in the tour bus with me tonight. I'm going to listen to it on the way home. And I said, perfect. So let me know what you think of it.
Right.
And she was, and I got a picture with her too. So it was great meeting her.
That's pretty cool.
Tim McGraw and a rapper singer named, I'm not sure if you guys heard of him, Shy Carter.
I can't name him off the top.
Shy Carter and Tim McGraw did a new song called Way Down.
Right.
So Tim McGraw joins Shy Carter in the music video. If you guys look that up, Way Down, you can find their song and their music video on YouTube. It's a great music video, great song. I'm learning it myself.
Right.
And I met Shy Carter. I came up to the fence, and he was taking pictures with the fans after the show. So I went up there and I spoke to Shy Carter, and I said, I know your buddy Tim McGraw. He's one of my idols. And he said, oh, so you've seen our new song Way Down? And I said, yeah, I've listened to it. He goes, what do you think of it? I said, man, like, best cool rap song I've ever heard. You guys do. And so I stood next to him getting a picture with him. He's like, and he's like pointing over to me like, yeah, I know this guy now. So that was pretty cool. Get to meet him, and it was packed at Boots. Like thousands and thousands of people were there.
Really?
Yeah, and they have their own karaoke stage there. They have like a little karaoke band up there, and there's a book that you can look at all the songs in the book. But they had no Jason Aldean, no George Strait, no Tim McGraw, nothing.
Oh, really?
And I wanted to go up on that karaoke stage, but they had no songs that I knew.
Wow.
So I didn't bother going up.
That's a miss right there. That would.
Yeah, but I
Boots
hope,
and Hearts
I hope they have my favorite songs there.
Boots and Hearts,
year.
get your stuff together, figure it out, put some country in there for next time.
And thanks to Jason Aldean's drummer, because I was actually at the Jason Aldean concert in Toronto at Budweiser Stage this past summer. So thank you for having me there, brother. It was great to see you there, man.
I think my parents were at that one. I don't remember. They had a bunch of concerts over the summer.
Yeah, I'm planning on going back to Boots and Hearts this August to see Jason Aldean headline this year.
That'd be pretty cool.
Trying to get tickets for it. I'm also a little brother to the guy that sings Hold My Beer, Aaron Pritchett.
I was actually just about to bring him up.
I met him at the ranch this past summer too.
Right.
That was when I was about 22.
Right.
I turned 22 at his concert that night.
That's pretty cool.
He actually sang Hold My Beer in a dedication song to me. And then he grabs my hand, pulls me from the crowd, and I went backstage, and he actually recognized me off my Twitter account.
Oh.
And said he knew I was coming because he saw me put a post up saying I was going to be there. So he knew I was coming. So he pulled me from the crowd and brought me backstage, and I gave him a hug and talked to him for a bit. So that was really great getting to hang out with Aaron. And I told him last night, I said, hey, brother, I'm coming to see you again this Friday, March 1st. My mom got me tickets, comes to you a second time.
Right.
So I get to go see him again this year.
That's
so I'm pretty
cool.
pumped up for that.
When I was a kid, keep in mind, my parents, huge country fans.
Yeah.
I grew up listening to Hold My Beer, not knowing what it was about.
Yeah.
Now that I'm older, I realize it's what it's about, and it's about,
Yeah.
Listen to the song, you'll realize what it's about. Great song.
Like kissing a girlfriend.
Yeah,
and
stealing a guy's girlfriend because he's not paying attention.
Stealing a guy's girlfriend because he's, that was great.
Growing up singing my heart out to it, and then not knowing what it was.
Yeah.
Eric Pritchett, I'd love to meet him one day. Sadly, I don't think I'm able to go to that's at the ranch again, right?
Yeah, and shout out to my other buddy at the ranch, George Canyon. I also met him there too.
Love George Canyon.
Right after Aaron Pritchett. And George Canyon, he actually signed the side brim of my cowboy hat that I'm wearing right here.
That's pretty cool.
The signatures on the inside there.
Sick.
He signed it. George Canyon gave me a copy of his new album to me as well, and he signed that for me as well. And he actually sang Drinking and Thinking in another dedication song to me as well.
That's pretty cool.
And then he actually announced that my favorite show, Trailer Park Boys, he announced that my favorite guy, Bubbles, was in his music video for his song Drinking and Thinking.
That's pretty cool.
So when you guys go watch George Canyon's music video song Drinking and Thinking, you'll see Bubbles pop up in the beginning of the video.
Right.
And I'm actually pretty good at doing his voice, doing impressions of him. So when he sees one of the ladies standing in the line, he goes, how you doing? I need a drink.
Well, that's actually really that's insanely good.
And Bubbles runs up on that stage with George Canyon, and he starts singing, Drinking and Thinking with him. And he's like,
just imagine.
Yeah, and he's trying to take beer from these motorcycle idiots, and he's like pointing up at the ceiling, and the guys look up, and he's like disappeared, like he's gone, and he runs away from them, and then he's like looking over at the ladies, like,
yeah, the classic Bubbles.
and he's like, oh god, this place makes me frisky. And I was actually with the Trailer Park Boys with Ricky, Bubbles, and Julian at the Niagara Falls Comic Con this past summer too. I was there with them, and they gave Bubbles a copy of my album, and he looks at me, and he goes, "Oh, decent. You got your album due yet, bud?" And I said, "Yeah, I do. I have my own album, yeah." And he goes, "Decent. Holy shit!" And he was actually pretty happy about getting my album. And to piss Ricky off, I did Bubbles' puppet Conky.
Right.
And I did his voice where I was like, "Oh my Julian, my handsome Julian Patrick Swayze, you are so fucking sexy, Roadhouse, fucking dirty dancing." And then Ricky would look at me and go, "That is fucking Conky, and you know it." And he was like, "Frick off, Johnny." And then at the rec room, I actually hung out with Randy from Trailer Park Boys, because Randy came and did his cheeseburger picnic show there.
Right.
And I was with my two buddies, Aiden and Ronan, and we met Randy after the show. There was a lineup, but Randy didn't want me to wait that long, so Randy sees me there standing there, and he grabs my hand and says, "Get up here, Johnny." And I slapped his big gut, and I said, "Hey, you big cheeseburger eating walrus." And and he actually ended up giving me a cheeseburger.
There you go.
And I got to eat it with him. And then we did a cheers to Mr. Leahy, who unfortunately passed away last year. So I grabbed my iced tea glass, and we cheers together, and we said, "Let the liquor do the thinking." And we did a nice little cheers to Leahy and his tribute and his memories. So that was great that we got to do that. One of my fans was actually there. And he actually built his own Bubbles Green Bastard truck.
Really?
So he actually took me out to the parking lot, and I sat in the front seat of him, and he drove, and I actually got to go for a spin and a ride in the Green Bastard truck.
Oh, I think I saw that.
There's people in the parking lot yelling, "Yeah, like, let's go!" And I did a YouTube video for my channel when I was in the Green Bastard truck. So that was pretty cool that he took me for a little spin ride in the Green Bastard truck. So that was pretty the most funnest night ever.
That's pretty cool.
Man, getting all these celebrities this has been like the greatest year of my life for this.
Right.
It's been so awesome lately, man.
Yeah,
I cannot believe this happened to me.
No, this is, congratulations to you, all your success.
This is unbelievable.
I'll ask you a couple more questions.
Yeah.
Your hat collection.
Yeah.
How many do you think you own off the top of cowboy hats off the top of your head? It seems like you have like a new one every other day.
Yeah, I got Tim McGraw. This is my George Strait hat. I have Jason Aldean's cowboy hat in my room at the residence.
Right.
And one of the guys also in the last class restaurant from here from Georgian, yesterday gave me a Coors Light Boots and Hearts cowboy hat and
that's
a
kinda
belt
cool.
buckle.
That's kind of cool. So about 4 cowboy hats.
About 4
That's
cowboy
pretty
hats.
cool.
Yeah. And I also have at my mom's house, I have my white George Strait cowboy hat from the movie Pure Country that he
That's
wore
really cool.
when he was a young guy in that movie.
That's pretty cool.
And that is one of my favorite top George Strait movies is Pure Country with him in it. That was my very first top favorite movie I've ever got to watch.
Yeah, Pure Country, great movie. If
Yeah,
you haven't
George
watched
Strait.
it, go watch it. Amazing movie.
Yeah. My favorite song he did in the beginning of the movie was Heartland.
Heartland. That's
Yeah.
on constant repeat in my car when I drive. Again, all the links to his stuff will be in the descriptions to all the channels, all the links to all the social medias.
Hope to see you all down the road.
Yep.
My gigs is gonna be exciting.
I need to ask. I ask almost every guest this when they leave. As this is the Let's Talk Tendies podcast, I'm Chicken Tendy. I need to know, what is your favorite chicken tender chicken nugget, like from what place?
Like chicken nugget?
Chicken nugget from what place?
McDonald's.
McDonald's?
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Because I 3 years ago I worked there at the McDonald's on Yonge Street in Barrie where they had the play place.
Right.
I worked there for about 3 years. My coworkers were great to me there, and there's some of them are still there that I know. But yeah, it was great working there. So guys, thank you so much for having me at McDonald's. It's been a great year with you guys there.
And thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. Thank you, Johnny.
Yeah, see you all down
Shake
the road.
everyone's hand while I do it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Johnny Country. All his links will be in the description. Anything else you want to shout out before you go?
Also a huge shout out to the Pure Country radio station because they're actually texting with me over Facebook right now.
Right.
They saw that my album was coming out, and then the other day they did a live stream on Instagram. I went on, and they actually gave my name a shout out on the live stream.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
They said our buddy Johnny Country is on right now watching us. Hey, buddy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so thank you, Pure Country Radio Station, for letting me be in touch with you guys. It's been awesome.
And thank you guys so much for watching. I guess we'll go.
See you guys down the road.
See you guys down the road. We'll head out to the outro.
Yep. See you guys later.
Oh man, welcome back from the video. I'm sitting at such a weird angle. I'm gonna stay like this. Johnny Country. What an interesting guy. Great guy, by the way. Amazing guy. It was awesome to have him on here. Again, Johnny, thank you again, brother. You're amazing. Thank you for showing me the guy from SWAT. I'm blanking on his name. I know we just talked about. I have a very bad memory. I'm so sorry, buddy. You are amazing. Enjoy your life. Enjoy whatever success comes from you. Tell Aaron Pritchett I say hi. Trying to think. Anything else I need to say here? No. Follow. Check out all the links in the description, including mine as well as Johnny's. Now, as I leave into this, he did request. I probably cut it out from the video, but he did request that I play one of his songs in the end. So I will play a part of "Man Made This Town," the song that we talked about mostly in this podcast. And yeah, so thank you guys. Enjoy "Man Made This Town." It'll be I think I'll put in the chorus. Enjoy "Man Made This Town." Check it out on all platforms, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.